treasure. If your parents entered the stream, what would they say? They'd say that they were fucking proud of me. I know that much. And considering, like, I think the only thing that they ever said was, "Are you sure that Rose is okay with this?" And all I said was, "Rose bought some of them." I also have at least 2 boys and a 3rd boy on the way that can go in the Jesus Christ don't show anyone. Now my parents are very, very Christian and very reserved and are very much the sort of, like, I'm not saying sexless marriage sort of pair, because it's like, you know, like no parents want to, you know, lurk time, because I'm talking about my parents. Thank you so much for your help. If you are lurking and going out, then yeah. Would you get a mouse pad that leaks milk? If it was fresh milk? Hell yeah. Just cow tit, you know? Like, fucking mommy milkers, fucking leaks through. But not when I'm my hands on it. I don't want, like, fucking soggy milk on my hand while I'm fucking playing video games. But no, like, my parents are very Christian and very, you know, very reserved about all things like this. And so when it comes to what I do, it is shocking to me that my dad supports me and my music incredibly well. He is like an ardent supporter of what I do. And even though he doesn't get most of it, like, when I say get, I mean he's not like the target audience. He listens to me play. He's proud of what I've achieved. He's proud of the fact that, you know, that I've come so far, and he's proud that I'm doing what I love for, like, a job, you know, and that it's not soulless, and that I'm okay. Like, the fact that I'm, like, a VTuber and stuff like that, they'd probably be really happy, because it's just like, wow, you have, like, hundreds of people watching you, like, all the time when you're streaming. That's awesome. Like, even if I only had 10 people watching me, I'd still think that they were probably quite happy and proud, because it's like they're just really supportive. Like, I think half of it is also a little bittersweet, because especially considering all the stuff that I've had to go through in my life, I don't think that they thought I would do half the stuff that I did. They didn't think that I would finish, you know, like, secondary school. They didn't think I'd finish college. They didn't think I'd finish university. They didn't think that I'd have, like, a high-paying job. They didn't think that I'd be, like, you know, on the road to being in the 1% in the UK, which is just, like, crazy to me. Like, that is a crazy thing to say. It's also one of the reasons why I'm just like, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. The fact that people have supported me this much means everything to me, and I have everything I could ever want. I'm sorry that I have settled down mostly in terms of, like, me being a person who creates things, because I've definitely settled down a lot more, and I am just playing video games and LARPing as a fucking 3'6" bunny, you know, and having people draw my fucking balls on the internet. My dick and balls. But I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. This is amazing. Like, everything about how things have ended up is amazing. I've been able to do the thing that I love, like, and express myself in the way that I want to express myself. The dream of the dick and ball economy. It's rising. That dick and ball economy. Oh, it's going places. It's shooting up. Oh. But, like, you know, like I said, it's bittersweet, because I don't think my parents expected me to make much of myself. They were always happy that I was just around, because I had so much trouble, like, with my childhood, and I had so much trouble, like, during my teen years, and I think they were very resigned to the fact that I was going to be extremely introverted my entire life because of those, like, experiences, that I was going to be, you know, kind of a shut-in, like, not do much. And so, to achieve half of the things that I've done, I think would have put them over the moon. To achieve what I have done, and to, like, have a beautiful, wonderful wife, like, a home, people that support me, people that care about me, and people that are constantly, like, rooting for my success. I think it's just, yeah, it's wonderful. Gonna be labeled something really sad? I don't think so. Like, I don't have things to be sad over. Things that I have to be sad over are having to do repairs on the house. Things that I have to be sad over are having to do paperwork for, you know, my wife, like, immigrating into this country, because that always sucks. Those are things that I have to be sad about. I can be sad about, like, oh, I have to, you know, like, I have to work really hard at the gym in order to attain my goals. Like, I'm sad about that, but it's also just like, dude, you have a, like, in the one of the worst economies for my generation, I have a house, a wife, a car, and, like, just and everything I could possibly want. I couldn't ask for more. And to ask for more would be insane, knowing, like, what I know. Like, I am... It is crazy to me that there are billionaires, because I couldn't spend 100 million. I could piss it away, sure, but I couldn't spend 100 million to acquire the same things that I've acquired by having, like, far less. Like, there's nothing that I would need. Like, I would love to drive a fucking Bugatti Veyron. I'd love to drive a Bugatti Tourbillon. Just delicious. Nom, 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 nom. But, oh, a Richard Mille watch. Nom, 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 nom. Or, let's see. Are you sure your dad didn't buy this mouse mat himself? Like, yeah, it's like, and I'm lucky, right? But I still, like, I'm still amazed that, you know, I've been angry about, like, taxes and stuff like that this year, because I've had to pay so fucking much. And yet, like, the fucking Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, only had an effective tax rate of 23%. Fuck Rishi Sunak. Fuck him. Fuck the Conservatives. It's like, I would be more than happy if the Labour government in the UK increased the rate of capital gains tax to over 50% for anybody earning over $1 million. Because taxing wealth and taxing, like, income that is not dependent on you having a fucking job is so fucking lazy. It's 20% across the fucking board, and I want to just, like, smash everybody's head in. Wonder how Keir Starmer's gonna be? I don't think he's gonna be amazing, but boring. Boring and getting shit done would be absolutely perfect right now. And considering the last time that Labour had a government that was this large, with this much majority, we experienced some of the best fucking years in British history for, like, wealth movement, for upwards momentum, for literally everything, where from, like, 1997 into 2008, things were so fucking good. You could have bitten my hand off, and I still would have been like, yeah, I'll just buy a new one. I'll just get a prosthetic. This fucking decade's awesome. Like, the decade of Blair, as bad as it was for, like, going to war with Iraq, as bad as it was for going into, like, countries that we shouldn't have gone into, the overwhelming majority of people would 100% wish to go back to the start of the 2000s to experience those first 5+ years again, and that absolute fucking train of momentum. For a while, the UK had a better economy, like, in terms of GDP and, like, people getting richer than the US, which is the richest fucking economy in the world. Like, it was amazing. And all in a place where, like, wealth mobility is so fucking hard. Like, it's disgustingly hard. Like, escaping out of the lower classes or middle classes in America is easier than most other places in the world, as long as you don't, like, as long as you do the core tenets, like, don't have kids, you know, before you get married, like, have 2 incomes, like, you know, don't do drugs, don't get into a whole fucking, you know, yeah, the pound was worth, yeah, it was worth 1.97, like, $1.97, no, hey, Valish, like, all I can say is that you listening, not even purchasing anything, like, you know, you don't have to donate, don't have to, like, give stuff on Bandcamp or anything like that. Just the fact that you listened, that you enjoyed, and that you continue to listen has enabled me to live a life where I don't have to worry about things all the time. I don't have to worry where food will come from. I don't have to worry about rent. You know, just listening. It is incredibly important to me that people understand that just the fact that people have listened to my music has supported me to a degree where most normal people can't comprehend that. Because of those actions, because of you listening to my music, and because people like my music, I'm in, like, I know it doesn't sound that impressive, but I'm in the top 7,000 artists of all time. That is insane. Like, that's amazing to me. And people have helped me do that. I haven't marketed myself. The only marketing I've done is fucking commissioning my stupid-ass panda and obviously my stupid-ass bunny boy right now. But, like, aside from that, like, I haven't... Like, people have shared this with their friends, and that's it. Like, people have said, hey, you should listen to this. Or YouTube has said, hey, you should listen to this. And that's it. Like, I haven't spent a penny on putting myself out there. But my god, it's been such a fucking ride, because, like, to be an unsigned single artist that is not, you know, I'm not with, like, EMI or Warner or, like, Sony or anything like that, it is amazing to me that I can make enough to do pretty much whatever I need to do. And live a very comfortable life. And if I wanted to go get a job, I could also go get a job, because I did during, like, you know, the 2020s and during a little bit of 2022 to 2023. And, like, all of this stuff is amazingly important for people to understand that, yes, you have supported me just by listening to my music. It's like by listening on Spotify, by listening on, you know, on YouTube. It has helped me in more ways than anybody can imagine. And I could not be more thankful for it. Like, I'm happy that my music had the spread and the reach that it did. And I'm happy that people enjoy it as much as they do. And I couldn't ask for any more. I really couldn't. It's why when I think about, like, fucking Taylor Swift being a billionaire, I'm just like, why? Why'd you need to be? Like, I'm far happier with people like Ed Sheeran, who I don't feel like they flaunt their wealth nearly as much as they actually do have wealth. they've obviously provided for themselves and for their families and stuff like that. But I don't think about it in terms of, wow, they're a billionaire. I think about it like, Jesus Christ, with less than, with less than a certain amount, with less than like 1/100th, 1/1000th, I've been able to do everything I needed to do and more. The Pip of the Rip of the cover. I need to actually just fucking hurry my ass up and finish it. I do. Because I keep putting it off because I'm just like, oh, I've still got stuff to sing. I've still got stuff to, like, play on the guitar and stuff like that. And I keep putting it off. And I keep saying, oh, next week. Like, I'm not sick. I'm not feeling bad. I should absolutely 100% do it. Because otherwise, I'm just being a fucking pussy and not fucking doing it. Just being a fucking bitch. Can't be no bitch. Is like the mommy, Milky's, mommy, sorry, mommy.